Welcome home to St. Anne's. We want you to know that you're welcome to join us at 10 a.m. on Sundays. Please be sure to hit subscribe to receive our sermons. We can't wait to meet you. So let's talk about Mark, shall we? So Mark, hold on, we're just going to do this. I forgot, sorry. Mark loves the imagery of sight. Being blind and seeing, he uses it a lot. It's an image that Mark really, really enjoys. Have you noticed that all the different writers have kind of their thing? They all have kind of their niche, and this is Mark's. Mark loves sight and blindness and seeing things. And so we have this image of this blind man who is sitting on the side of the road, and Jesus comes along with his disciples. And remember, Jesus is pretty popular because he's a pretty cool dude, right? I mean, literally, the man can turn water into wine. Wouldn't you follow him around? I mean, I'm just saying. If you got a friend that does that, keep that friend. And so these people are going around, traveling around doing this, and it's a lot of fun being with Jesus because he does a lot of fun things, and he's a really good speaker. So he does lots of fun things. He's a good speaker, so he's a lot of fun to be around, right? And here is this annoying, blind beggar. Seriously, they're the worst. And he's yelling, and they're just like, seriously, shut up. We're just like trying to have a good time. We're just following Jesus around, and you won't stop screaming. You're so annoying. Shush. Have you ever been at the grocery store with your kids and they won't shut up? And you're like, shh, shh. You're embarrassing me in front of all these people I don't know. And don't nobody want to be embarrassed in front of people you don't know. You'd much rather be mean to the people you do know, right? Tell me the logic of that. I don't know, but I'm the first one to do it. So that's literally what these people are doing. They're saying, shut up, shut up. And he doesn't, because here's the thing. Bartimaeus sees what they don't see. He sees Jesus as being the Christ, not just cool dude to hang out with, good speaker, can do some pretty good party tricks, but the Christ, the Messiah, that he is capable of saving and redeeming in a way that you and I just cannot comprehend. Bartimaeus sees that and says, no, I'm not going to shut up. I'm going to stick it out. And what happens? Jesus notices him. And in that noticing him, in that hearing him, seeing him, acknowledging him, saving him, the disciples see Jesus too in a new way. These followers see him in a way that they haven't seen him before. It takes a blind man for them to see. And I love this image because, kind of like Mark, I just love the imagery that Mark uses here. And I think this can speak so loudly to you and to me because we're so busy shushing and not seeing that sometimes we miss seeing God. And we miss seeing God work. And sometimes we're like, shh, shh. Because we don't want to be annoyed. And sometimes, I'm going to tell you, ministry is annoying. God is annoying. And if we're not willing to be annoyed, we will miss seeing God. But we're so busy with our bailiwick, right? We're so busy hogging our hedge and worried about our stuff and being embarrassed and being shamed and being irritated that we miss God at work. So as I was reading this, I was reminded, and this is just another image. I'm not sure it's really terribly deep. But so when I was a kid, I loved to ride early in the morning. That's when I would go riding because it's beautiful and cool and quiet in a way that just isn't any other time. So that's when I would go riding, right? And my horse was an Arab. And if you know anything about horses, you know that their personality, they just spook. That's what they do. You just consider it dancing. because you know that they're going to shy this way. They're worried about everything. And so I was out riding one morning. My horse is doing this. And I'm like, shh, just calm down. Just chill. We're out here having a nice time, and you're losing it. And I'm busy doing this. And then I look down. There's a huge snapping turtle. What do you guys know about snapping turtles? You guys know anything about snapping turtles? Snapping turtles are vicious. And I was like, dude, the horse was right. But I was so busy getting the horse to behave that I'd missed what was really there and what really mattered. How often do you and I do that? How often are you and I so worried about behavior and about being embarrassed and about what's the right thing to do and the wrong thing to do, and we're worried about what other people are thinking, that we're missing the important stuff? And I'm not saying God is a snapping turtle, but sometimes it will feel like it. And sometimes it will feel like you're the duckling that the snapping turtle's going for. But we're missing things. We're missing things. We are not seeing things. We are choosing to be blind. And that's the message of this gospel, because what Mark loves is the irony. He loves the irony that the blind man sees what the seeing people don't. So here's our challenge today. What are we not seeing? What are we so busy being worried about, shushing, and being embarrassed? What are we missing? What are we doing when we're hogging our hedge and worried about our stuff so much? Shh, don't embarrass me in front of all these strangers. What are we missing? What are we not seeing? And that's the challenge that I offer to us today. And frankly, I need to hear it too, because you will find me in the grocery store going, shh, someone's going to judge us.
We want you to know that you're welcome to join us at 10 a.m. on Sundays. Please be sure to hit subscribe to receive our sermons. We can't wait to meet you.
We believe in one God.